Solid figures move to and fro, among the steam that rises from the reeking bodies, mingling with the fog that seems to rest upon the chimney tops, hung heavily above. This place, a shameful place, ankle deep with filth and mire.
Get real. You're barking up the wrong weeping willow, pal. In no way am I part of the authorities. If anything, quite the opposite. Listen, I don't know why they sent you, but I'm afraid it's a wasted journey. Now, I'd love to offer you a quart of old gutbuster, or whatever it is you build up your waistline with, but I'm afraid I've got work to do. The door's over there. I said the door is over there.
This place, of serpentine streets, close, dismal lanes, stinking alleys, gloomy courts and suffocating yards, of bellowing and plunging, grunting and squeaking, pushing and driving, whooping and beating and blood.
140/90. He's not too far off normal now.
And what is normal?
Well, below 130/80. Ideally, closer to 100/60. Tenormin LS is a good drug for stabilizing blood pressure. I'm sure it'll do the trick.
He'll have to continue with it.
Twice a day initially, but hopefully we'll be able to reduce the dose soon.
Any other medication?
No, it was relatively mild. I don't see any complications arising. Of course, he does have less mobility, and I don't think you should expect too much of an improvement there.
Oi, you can talk to me, you know. It is me we're discussing, not a pound of carrots.
What's this? A present to give me before you leave. Christmas come early, has it? Or is this for my official birthday? Now, I always rather liked the idea of having an official birthday. Old Lizzie can have one, why not me? Democratic, I'd call it. So what have you got? I can hardly contain my excitement.
I'd say you've been very lucky, Mr. Enfield.
Lucky?
It could have been a lot worse.
It's lucky to have a face like this, is it?
In comparison with other cases I see, it's...
I'm not other cases, I'm me. No, I don't think I've been lucky.
Now, come along, Dad.
I don't want any now come-alongs. Don't treat me like a child.
Don't behave like one.
I'll behave how I like. Lucky. I can't move half my face. It's grotesque. Look, this side doesn't move at all. Can't manage more than half a smile. Not that I can see a lot to smile about.
Look, let's have a scotch, Really, I promise you're on the wrong boulevard here, chum. Just let's have a... Look, I know nothing. Go through my records. Help yourself. Get the computer up. Go through the files. Check my database. Zap off on the information superhighway if you so desire. There's nothing here. I've got sweet FA to impart to you, my friend. So, a drink or what? Oh, my God.
In this place broods the darkness of utter ignorance. Here the lowest debauch, the coarsest enjoyment, the most infuriate passions, the most unrestrained vice, roar and riot.
I'm afraid your inability to use those facial muscles is caused by a motor neurone defect.
And what's that when it's speaking of King's English?
A stroke is the result of failure of blood supply to part of the brain. The effects of a stroke depend on what part of the brain is deprived of blood. The type that you had affects the motor neurons in the cerebral cortex that mobilize the facial muscles, and that manifests itself in a degree of facial paralysis.
For good?
Yes.
Very lucky, I don't think.
Just look around the neurological ward here, Mr. Enfield. It really could be worse. A lot of people are far worse off than you are.
All right. Let's get him upside down. Hook that foot up. Sweet as a nut. Now, get the point in just here. That's it, and a nice, gentle slice. Yeah. Some music while we work, eh?
Bye then, Dad. Now, I'll be in again tomorrow, now, Liz. These are fresh pyjamas. Okay. Now, anything else you need?
Some decent food. The stuff is rubbish.
I'm sure it's not that bad.
You should try the cabbage.
Oh, well, whatever you say. Now, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll bring some nice fresh fruit, all right?
I'd rather have steak and chips.
Oh, bye. Bye, Dad.
Nice juicy rump with big, fat, greasy chips.
Down his spine, to the nape of the neck, across just behind the ears, and round the side of his head to his dainty little jawbone. Almost looks like he's smiling, doesn't it? Now, where's that chopper?
He'll need a reasonable amount of care, you know.
Yes.
Do you work?
The Metropolitan Police.
Full-time?
Detective Superintendent is quite full-time, yes.
I see. Well, Detective Superintendent, I'm not sure how easy it'll be for you to cope.
Putting him in a home would devastate him.
But you can't do everything, not if you're not there.
I know.
So, get a paid carer, someone to be there when you're not. There are plenty of qualified people, ex-professionals from the health service. Nurses who left for a variety of reasons, such as work that's long on hours and short on pay.
I can imagine.
Can you? The health service hasn't quite kept up with the police force in the little matter of wage increases.
Whatever junior doctors and nurses may receive, I understand consultants are quite handsomely rewarded for their labours.
Touché. Sorry. But I'm afraid some consultants still get very angry about the state of the health service.
So do some police officers. A paid carer, this will go down like a lead balloon.
Just guide it. No effort. Let the weight do the work. Now, to cut off his head. Follow the line of the jawbone and...
The pool of gore quivered and danced in the sunlight. And here was the body, mere flesh and blood, no more. But such flesh, and so much blood.
Terry? Tickly Terry! Where's Tickly? Are we hiding? Well, I'm coming to get you. Are you in here, perhaps? No. Well, wherever can you be? The cupboard? No. You must be in your office. I'm coming to the office.
What's the damage this morning, Joey? £62, Bill. How much you after? More than I can see here. Oh, you're all right. There's some more in the freezer. Lovely hand and spring they've got. Fetch you a good price in the shop. Have you got another half dozen? Yeah, I think so. Rachel, do us a favour. Stick your nose in the deep freezer and see how many complete porkers we got. Oh, I only want lean ones. Since when did I offer you anything but?
Tickly, where are you hiding? Now I know you must be in here. Come along now. Oh, my God.
How many have we got then, Rachel?
Looks like there's plenty, Joe. 1, 2, 3.
Out in the courtyard, and just in that part where the pump stands, lay bleeding a large human heart.
Well, you see, Mom, we'd already been alerted to the killing before there was a body involved.
That's remarkably prescient of us. How?
We've been called to the deceased's address in Clerkenwell by his cleaning lady.
The deceased being?
Terence Johns, 35 years old, self-employed accountant. Ran a small business by himself. Anyway, Mrs. Sayers, his cleaning lady, arrives early morning to dust and hoover and finds, well, an awful lot of blood. So she calls us, in we go and have a butcher's, and well, to be frank, it looked like a butcher's, Mum.
Ah, right. Lawrence, could we dispense with the ma'am? Makes me sound like royalty.
What do I call you?
Well, how about boss? Yes, Kevin Richards used to call me that. Before he was killed.
All right. Boss, do many detective sergeants who work with you get killed?
Yes, get on with it, Lawrence.
Blood, lots of. On carpet, walls, one chair especially soiled, and the ceiling too.
Ceiling?
A major artery, we think. Anyway, no body at first, and no murder weapon. But I think we can rule out poison, eh?
Yes, very good, Lawrence. So, no body at first?
No, but we soon found it. In fact, it's been found twice. First by us, and then by city police.
You mean we lost it?
Certainly not.
Lawrence, I've never worked closely with you before, though I'm sure you could develop into my very favourite detective sergeant, but not if you continue to describe the situation with all the articulation of a fence post.
Sorry.
Right.
The thing is, we found part of the body. Mm-hmm. City police found the other part. Ours was in his dustbin in Clerkenwell. Theirs was hanging on a meat hook a quarter of a mile away at Smithfield Market. But it's our inquiry rather than theirs.
Because we started before them?
Yeah. Also, we got the head.
I realise you must feel badly shaken, Miss Sayers, but I'm sure you'll appreciate the importance of us interviewing you without delay.
Yeah, of course.
Good. Now, you arrived at Mr. John's flat at approximately 5 a.m.
That's right.
That's the normal time for you to do the cleaning?
Yeah.
Oh, seems very early.
Not really. Lots of companies have their offices clean right through the night, don't they?
But individuals like Mr. John's?
He was always up and about when I arrived.
Well, he used to be at work at 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
Busy man. When did you last see him alive?
A week before.
Anything unusual in his behaviour?
Not a thing.
Was the front door locked when you arrived this morning?
Yeah.
And did you see anything out of the ordinary? Anything at all, however trivial it might seem?
Nothing. Until I saw the blood.
How long had you worked for Mr. Johns?
A year. 18 months.
Did you ever seem upset about anything?
Upset? No.
Did he ever mention anyone who he was getting on badly with, a business acquaintance or a friend, perhaps?
We didn't have that kind of conversation.
Well, thank you. That'll be all for now. Oh, so can you tell me, do you have many other regular clients?
What?
That you clean for?
A few.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh, right. Bye.
Yeah.
I've done the liaison work with city police. They're quite happy for you to interview people at Smithfield to link up with market police. All their findings so far are open to us, of course, though I understand they've got nothing concrete to go on at this stage.
Right, thanks, Lawrence. I'll get down there now. Meanwhile, I want you to sort out some character background on the deceased. I want to know who he knew, who he spent time with socially, and who his clients were. I won't be long, and I want all that done by the time I get back. By the way, what did you make of Miss Sayers?
I'm a cleaning lady. Not a lot, why?
Cleaning lady? And I'm a lamb chop.
But I've already been interviewed.
By D.S. Hawkins of the City Police. I'm Detective Superintendent Enfield from the Metropolitan Police.
Oh, yeah? Tomorrow he'll be the Chief Constable of Interpol, will it?
I'm heading the inquiry into the murder of Terence Johns. I believe some of the deceased's remains were discovered in your deep freeze. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Now, did you know the deceased?
No. I've already been shown a photo.
Could you tell me what you were doing between the hours of 11 last night and 4 this morning?
Easily. Travelling here and working here.
What time did you start?
Not long after midnight.
Was anyone with you?
Yeah, Rachel and Tommy.
And who are they?
Rachel's the wife. She found the body.
She works with you here.
Mainly at the pay desk while I deal with the clients.
And Tommy?
He's learning the trade. Yesterday morning I was teaching him how to divide a pig. Different live choppers. You've got to know how to use these things safely.
Yes, I'm sure. Did you see anyone suspicious around here at all?
No, no one.
Aye! Mind your back there! Coming through!
Watch yourself. Barmy Bummery ahoy.
Barmy what?
Bummery, a meat porter. And none barmier than man Mickey Matthews.
Ding dong, check us out. Find a round, Mickey. We'd like to see you try it, Joey Jones.
Mug's game, Mickey. You won't catch me in a ring.
Who you calling a mug?
No one, no one. Just a phrase.
Better be. I went 10 round with Big Smoky Carmichael in Vegas. Not many done that. Aye! Coming through! Hold your back!
He did 10 rounds too many, if you ask me. His staircase don't quite reach the landing anymore.
He was a boxer.
Yeah. Always been boxers at Smithfield's.
Did they get free steaks or something?
No, it's good training.
How do you mean?
Well, you've got to be strong to carry a side of beef on your shoulder or shift a full barra. But don't let Mickey's beer gut fool you. He's still strong as an ox. But he's a bit of a sad case. Brain just goes AWOL sometimes.
Barbaric. Ought to be banned.
What? Boxing?
No, Mickey Matthews. What was you after, dear? We've not got a lot left at this hour. There's a bag of heads you can have cheap.
Bag of heads?
Peace. Joey was showing Tommy how to take them off this morning, weren't you, love?
Yes, yes, I was, but this ain't a customer, Rachel. It's the law.
Oh.
I doubt if she fancies a bag of pig's heads.
You're skilled at removing heads, Mr. Jones.
I should hope so. Been a butcher long enough, mind you. Everyone in this place can cut up a carcass.
Yes, I suppose they can. Mrs. Jones, you found the body.
Yeah, give me quite a turn.
Aye! Coming through! Second time! Right now!
Can we go somewhere a little quieter, perhaps?
Thanks. I'll be in touch. Well, there's nothing particularly striking in his list of clients, at least not on the surface.
I want them all checked anyway.
Right.
What about friends?
By all accounts, he was a loner. But I also get the impression that he was a bit of a ladies' man. It's just that he never stayed with any of them for long.
Aha, a serial seducer.
Yeah, something like.
Perhaps he picked the wrong lady.
And she turned out to be a deranged killer.
Well, I was thinking it'd be more likely she knew someone who became deranged with jealousy, a husband, for instance.
Possible.
But if he was a ladies' man, why pay for it as well?
Sorry?
Well, whatever. The killer must have had some connection with the meat market.
Why?
Well, to get that kind of access. No one saw anyone around who shouldn't have been. Now, I know it's wholesale, but they're still market people, just like Petticoat Lane or Berwick Street. So, they are sharp-eyed. If they didn't spot anyone out of place, I'd say it's a fair bet that there wasn't anyone. So, it has to be someone who's always there. Like Joey Jones, who knows how to cut heads off.
But then, they all do, don't they?
Yeah, unfortunately. And they've all got blood on their hands, and they've all got access to things that could be the murder weapon.
Forensic could check out all the overalls and knives for traces of human blood. There must have been a lot.
No, take forever. Probably clean by now anyway.
I suppose. Oh, talking of forensic, looks like Johns was roughed up a bit before death. There's a lot of bruising.
Nothing with knives?
No. Exact cause of death yet to be established. They're tending towards a blow to the head. But the decapitation definitely came after.
Oh, no, what time is it?
1:45.
Oh, I'm meant to be interviewing a home help for Dad. Listen, get that saleswoman back for me.
Why do you want to see her again?
Got a few queries about her cleaning techniques.
I can't imagine I'll find him that difficult.
I wouldn't bank on it.
I did spend quite a lot of time on geriatric wards. There were some pretty difficult cases.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sure you have the necessary experience. We always think of our own relatives as somehow the worst, don't we? So which hospitals did you work at?
Guy's, then Bart's.
By Smithfield Market?
That's right.
Small world.
Sorry?
I'm working around there at the moment, a murder investigation.
Really? Yeah, they're killing the hospital too, you know. That's why I left nursing.
Not because of the hours or the pay?
Not finally, no. I could more or less put up with that. I just got depressed. You feel so undervalued.
So how do you feel about the hours and pay I'm proposing?
Acceptable.
Right, Sally, if you want to. When can you start?
I don't want some stranger coming in here to look after me.
She won't be a stranger for long. You'll soon get to know her.
I don't want to get to know her. I don't need anyone to help me except you.
Except me.
We don't need anyone else.
We do, Dad. I do. I can't cope on my own.
Nonsense. What's so different all of a sudden?
You are. You need even more help since the stroke. I can't give it, Dad.
Not so much to ask.
You know the hours I work. I can't do it anymore.
Matter of inclination more than anything else.
Yes, all right, but I won't do it, even if I could.
I thought this was meant to be a discussion. Seems more like you're simply telling me that you have made up your mind.
Yeah, all right, I have. I'm hiring someone to help so that you can be properly looked after and so that I can have a tiny little bit of my life to myself every now and then.
Now we get into it. What you want. You don't care about what I want. You don't care about me being set about by some total stranger.
I don't care. Dad. And Sally won't be setting about you.
I'll just be a job to her. That's all. A meal ticket. What's caring about that?
She's a trained nurse.
I don't care. I don't want her.
Well, I'm sorry, Dad, but you've got her.
To see the old man struck down, to mark his wavering and unsettled state, to be agitated at times with a dreadful fear that his mind was wandering, and to trace in his words and looks the dawning of despondent madness. These were the causes of depression and anxiety that sat heavily on her mind.
I use a vacuum cleaner, of course.
Your own?
What?
You take your own vacuum cleaner to the late Mr. Terence John's flat and office?
No.
Where was it kept in the flat?
In a cupboard. Where else?
Indeed. And where was this cupboard exactly?
In the hall.
No, sorry. Like another try? Or shall we stop this charade? Lying to a police officer is not a very good idea, Miss Sayers.
I did call you. I could have just legged it.
Well, that wouldn't have been too intelligent, I assure you.
I had nothing to do with this killing, I promise.
As it happens, I believe you. You were spotless. Whoever killed Terence Johns couldn't have been spotless immediately afterwards. You're on the game.
Yeah.
He was a regular?
Yeah.
5 in the morning, before he started work?
Before he went to bed, you mean? He loved the clubs. Sometimes he'd have picked someone up. If not, he wanted me. Sometimes both.
What can you tell me about him? What was he like?
Energetic.
His personality.
A bit crazy. Not what you'd expect of an accountant at all. Mind you, people do have hidden depths, don't they?
But you have no idea who might have killed him.
None whatsoever, and that's the gospel.
I still haven't come up with much as far as clients go. It's all small businesses and such. We're checking each one, but I think the latest bit of forensic from Johns's flat points us back to Smithfield's.
Why's that?
Well, analysis of the carpet found little bits of animal bone pressed in from someone's shoes, like someone who'd been working in the market.
And we know the murder weapon could well have been a meat knife, plus a cleaver or the like, and it had to be someone who knew how to use it. And boxers.
Boxers?
Terence Johns had been knocked about.
Punched, heavy bruising.
Ah, let's have a word with Mad Mickey, shall we?
Aye! Mind your back, sir! Hurry through!
Mr. Mickey Matthews?
Better, sir!
Could we have a word?
If you want something, take your van. I'll be right back. What's the poundage?
What?
What's the weight? It's piecework by the pound.
I'm not a butcher.
What you doing here, then? Clear the way now!
I'm Detective Superintendent Julie Enfield, Metropolitan Police.
I want some offcuts for the canteen.
Now, what I want is information.
Tell you all about the night in Vegas when I dunked 10 rounds of Big Smoky Carmichael till the ref went and stopped it.
Yeah, it was on the box. You were wrong.
Yeah, too right I was. Spent ref, that's what I reckon.
Yeah, you had him on the race.
Sorry to break up sports night, lads, but can you tell us what you were doing early on Tuesday?
Shifting meat. The weights may have gone, but the arms are still in trim, eh?
Still got a big punch, then?
They'd lay out a cow if they bought one in live.
Haven't used that punch on anyone recently, have we?
Like who?
Oh, I don't know. Market trader? An accountant, perhaps?
An accountant?
Ever done any butchering, Mickey?
I'm a bummer, really.
If we wanted a bit of work done on the cheap, could you do it for us?
Well, of course, you pick all that up, don't you? What do you want doing?
Oh, nothing too tricky. A self-employed womanizer. You married?
Separated. Still see each other, though.
And you'd be the jealous sort, wouldn't you?
How do you mean?
Mickey, I'd like you to think carefully about your movements. I don't mean your uppercut, but your movements on Tuesday night. We'll need them corroborated, of course. Perhaps you'd call in for a formal interview at Clerkenwell Police Station tomorrow morning. Let's say 10, shall we?
10 rounds, I went with Big Smoky, no problem. Aye! Mind your back now!
What do you think?
He's rattled. And the mad stuff could always be an act. We'll apply a bit of pressure at the station. If he knows anything after a day worrying, he'll crack. Meanwhile, I want you to check out his wife. See if she could have known Terence Johns.
Oh, they're lovely.
Well, Mum's called Coco, and the puppy's Pluto.
Pluto and Coco?
Well, why not?
It's just unusual.
Right, you stay there, come on. Come on, you come through and I'll introduce you to Dad. Dad, this is Sally. Sally, my father.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Enfield.
Why? Because I'm a meal ticket.
Dad.
Good evening. So pleased to see you. Looking forward to your new job.
Yes, I am. I enjoy my work.
Well, I don't want you working on me. You can home help stupid dogs instead.
I don't have any training for that. I do have for you.
Oh, excuse me. Hello?
Hello, boss. Lawrence here. I hope I haven't picked a bad moment.
Not really. What can I do for you?
I don't think we're going to get a lot out of Mad Mickey.
Why not?
He's decided to be dead.
Oh, what?
Body found 20 minutes ago.
I'll meet you at the instant room in quarter of an hour.
Pack your reading glasses.
Sorry?
There's a suicide note. Mickey's been and gone and hanged.
Julie Enfield Investigates the Smithfield Murders by Nick Fisher, with Imelda Staunton as Julie Enfield. Episode 2, Blue Bummeries.
Smithfield Market, where every variety of odour fills the air, where you're nearly choked with the stench. Then, above the din, the smacking of whips.
Hi there. I'm Sadie Stern, and I'm ever so pleased to meet you. Now tell me, are there any bad boys here? Because I'm ready and waiting to give any bad boys some hard lessons. So let's come on down.
Get rid of the blood with plenty of cold water. Rinse it all away. And now, cut out the tubes. Like so. Next, take a small knife down the middle to create a perfect cavity between the ventricles.
Out in the courtyard, and just in the part where the pump stands, there lay bleeding a large human heart.
I don't want you to check my blood pressure again. Every 5 minutes you want to strap that thing on my arm.
Now, it's not very often at all, really. You know it's for your own good.
Where's Julie?
You know full well she's at work.
Work's always come first with her. Never family.
I'm sure that's not true.
You've only known her 5 minutes.
It's perfectly obvious how much she cares about you.
About her job, you mean?
I'm sure she takes her work seriously, but the fact that she's hired me to look after you shows how much she cares.
That's just to stop her feeling guilty.
Guilty?
That's what she'd feel about putting me in an home. You're just here to stop her guilt, that's all.
Who's been naughty then? Who deserves punishment? I know I've been naughty. Perhaps you'd like to punish me later. I'd like to be punished. Oh, yes. But first, I know someone here's been bad. Bad things have been done. Really naughty things. Someone deserves to be handcuffed.
This is Mickey's note. I didn't mean to kill Terence Johns. It was a stupid argument that got out of hand. After it happened, I panicked. I have these blackouts when I don't really know what I'm doing. That's what happened. That's why he's dead. And why I'll be dead by the time anybody reads this.
Right, now take the blood clot from the middle and place the force meat into the cavity we've already created in our plump and juicy little heart, like so. And let's wrap this in a piece of coal.
The paved road is level and soft, with the mud trodden down between the stones. The policeman on duty wears huge boots, and the trouser ends are black and sodden with wet dirt.
Straightforward enough, eh? He just put the rope round his neck and stepped off the scaffolding.
Poor old Mickey. So, who found him here?
Student nurse from Bart's on her way for a drink in the Rising Sun.
Can we check this handwriting?
There's a couple of lads over at his home now. We could ask his estranged wife, too.
A lot of capitals. That's a funny way to write.
Well, not if your brain's in neutral, which I think we may safely assume Mickey's was.
Did you speak to his wife?
Yeah, and no. She says she's never met Terence Johns. So the jealousy angle doesn't add up. Whatever Mickey killed him for, it wasn't that.
Which makes it all a bit odd still. Oh, there's a lot of bruising round the neck. Is it broken, Ken?
No, you need a pro to do that. Hangman used to be a very skilled occupation. Even with a drop like our victim took, it's unlikely to snap your neck. No, I'm almost sure he died through strangulation, the way most people do when they hang themselves. But we'll run the usual tests and come back to you as soon as possible.
Thanks. I'll meet you at the incident room in 20 minutes or so, Lawrence.
Right. What are you up to now?
Going for a stroll around the market.
There's nothing going on at the moment, just a load of parked lorries waiting through till midnight.
I think well when I walk, like Nietzsche.
Do what?
You wouldn't understand.
What, Nietzsche?
No, thinking.
Hideous, discordant, ankle-deep with filth and mire. A shameful place, all a smear with filth and fat and blood and foam.
I beg your pardon?
Filth and fat and blood and foam. Pip.
Pip?
Philip Piddip. Ridiculous name when you think, but then everyone calls him Pip, and that works rather well, does it not?
What are you talking about? Who are you, and what are you doing here?
That's a lot of questions. You sound like a policeman.
Well, I am a policewoman, Detective Superintendent Enfield. Could you please answer my question?
I'm talking about Pip. Of Great Expectations, by Charles Dickens. That's what Pip thought of Smithfield. All a smear with filth and fat and blood and foam.
Oh, really?
Dickens was frightfully good on this area. There's some splendid stuff about the market in Oliver Twist. Steam rising from reeking bodies, unwashed figures running through the fog, you name it. Of course, Fagin's Den was no distance from here. Smithfield Market, where every variety of odour fills the air.
Bleak House?
Not Dickens at all. That's Henry Mayhew. And did you know, Bleeding Heart Yard is but a stone's throw west. Allow me to relate how it got its name.
Some other time, perhaps. Might I ask you exactly what you're doing here and why you're wandering about quoting Dickens and Lord knows who else to, no one that I can see?
I'm rehearsing. Allow me to introduce myself. Benjamin Travis, tours of historic Clerkenwell and Smithfield's a speciality. They leave from the Crown on Clerkenwell Green every Wednesday and Friday at midday.
You're rehearsing your tour?
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Oh, try me. I passed my O-levels.
I'm going to be using my tour as part of a wider enterprise which will tax my thespian prowess even further.
Oh, yes?
The Clerkenwell and Smithfield community play. A tale of two Dickens, part historical and factual investigation, part fictional and fantastical speculation. It plays an account of the great novelist out and about on these streets, encountering his own characters and creations, a crafty collision of fact and fiction, all confected into a promenade production. That's where my skills as a guide come in, leading the audience through these stinking alleys, these dismal courts, etc. Now the scenes take place elsewhere, such as on Clerkenwell Green. It'll be the experience of a lifetime. We're even sponsored, you know, but I must go and practice that Nicholas Nickleby bit.
This place is full of maniacs.
Brain, liver and marrow, tenderloin of pork, faggots and braised sheep's heart. Perhaps some cod roe and fillet of hake for the non-carnivorous. Anthony, what wines are you going to recommend with the set menu? How about that Chateau Lirac?
Mickey's topped himself.
Well, last night he was found hanging from scaffolding with a suicide note in his pocket, so it looks that way.
God. I knew he'd lost the plot, but I never thought he'd got that bad.
No, you knew him reasonably well, Mr. Jones.
So?
Did Mickey ever mention a Terence Johns to you?
The accountant who was bumped off?
That's right.
Well, why would Mickey have known him?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, I don't think Mickey earned the kind of money that would have had him running to an accountant. Most of it got spent in the Hope, anyway.
Was that a favourite pub of his?
Every morning, 7 on the dot. His first pint of the day.
So some people do make use of the special licensing hours.
Oh, lots do. He could have had breakfast there and all, but he always had his main meals at Paolo's Cafe. Spent a lot of time there. It's a 24-hour greasy spoon. Could be worth having a word with him. They might have got to know the mad bummery better than what I did.
Double sausage, egg and chips.
Thank you. I'm very hungry today.
And to drink?
Coffee, black.
One espresso, Maria. She bring it to your table.
Thank you.
Yes, madam. What can I do for you?
It's very international in here.
Lorry drivers come from all over, and the Italians have been in Clerkenwell for years. What can I get you?
Nothing, thanks. My name's Julie Enfield, Metropolitan Police.
Police? What you want with me?
Just a little information.
Goodbye, Paolo.
Can't have thought much of his sausage, egg and chips.
What sort of information?
Very simple. Can you tell me anything about a meat porter called Mickey Matthews?
I don't think I know him.
You must do. Mad Mickey? Ex-boxer? I'm told he ate regularly here. In fact, I understand he spent a lot of his time here.
Aye, Mad Mickey, yes. I don't know much about him.
Well, didn't you chat?
No, really.
So how did he spend his time? Doing the Times crossword all alone in a corner?
All right, Paolo, then, eh? What specials on today?
No specials today, I'm afraid.
Well, you've got Bubble and Squeak on the board.
Sold out.
Oh.
I don't suppose Mickey ever mentioned Terence Johns to you, did he?
Nice. As I say, he really didn't speak much.
Well, thanks anyway. If anything crosses your mind, you can get in touch with me at the Clerkenwell Police Station, Pear Tree Road.
You want me to go to Paolo's 24-hour grease bar and have a fry-up under cover?
Precisely.
What am I looking for? In breaking the law on some health and hygiene matter?
You are looking for the specials of the day.
Toad in the hole, that sort of thing.
Well, I think you may find Paolo's specials inedible, but you are also wondering why drivers might sidle off sharpish if they think the law's about.
Why don't you accompany me?
Because they've already seen me. Besides, while you are wading through your lukewarm baked beans and almost certainly salmonella-infested sunny-side ups, I've seen a very nice new restaurant in St. John Street I thought I might try.
Oh, great.
I'm sorry, madam. The restaurant is fully booked.
Oh,
You can sit at the bar, though. We have a short menu there.
All right. Why not?
Would you care for something to drink?
Yes, I'll have a mineral water, please. Sparkling.
Certainly. There's the menu just there. Soup of the day is carrot and asparagus with zest of orange and cinnamon seeds. The cheeses are Borda's Ash Goat and Mrs. Blakeney's Oak Farm Stilton.
And a cup of tea, please. Is that the bacon you're using?
Yes, why?
Oh, nothing. On second thoughts, I'll have my bacon, egg and chips without the bacon.
Without the bacon? You want egg and chips?
Lovely. My favourite. Bacon's too fat. You've got to watch that waistline, eh?
How many eggs?
2.
Double egg and chips. Be ready in a minute.
Oh, give them a couple. I like my eggs well done.
He likes his eggs well done.
Cooked right through. Nice and cooked. Much healthier.
Excuse me, is this stool free?
Yeah.
May I?
Yes, of course.
Thanks. You're eating alone?
Yes, I often do. Gives me a good bit of uncluttered thinking time.
Oh, you mean you'd prefer it if I shut up?
No, not at all, no. All I'm thinking about at the moment is this menu.
Well, you're having trouble making up your mind.
Yes, I am, actually.
Well, if you'll allow me, as far as the starters are concerned, the lamb's brain terrine is very good, very delicate.
You eat here often, then?
Yes, indeed.
You work in this part of town?
Very close.
And I presume they have a good chef?
The best.
Oh, sounds promising, but, no, I think I'll pass on brain.
Oh, well, then, you look to me like someone who might appreciate marrow. I sort of feel it in my bones.
Do you, indeed?
Yeah. Start with the marrow bone. It's terrific.
Followed by?
No question. Get to the heart of the matter. Stuffed braised lamb's heart. A tender, loving dish.
You seem to know an awful lot about it.
I prepared it this morning.
You work very close, I see. Where's the chef's hat?
My assistant's in charge this lunchtime. Sorry. I'm Stephen Temple. My card's there on the bar. And you're...
A fucker. I'm Julie Enfield.
Well, may I join you for lunch, Julie? And offer you a glass of wine? I have a very interesting cellar.
I'm sure you do.
How do you like it? How do you like it best? Come on. What really turns you on? Do you like it like this? Like this? perhaps this is what gets you going. Is it like this?
Oh, absolutely delicious.
Thank you. But it takes a warm heart to appreciate a warm heart. Perhaps we could compare recipes.
You really do cook on gas, don't you?
Regular 9.
Hope nothing gets burnt.
That would ruin my reputation.
Do you like to play with fire?
I like to feel the heat.
I think you're travelling rather fast, Mr. Temple.
But don't you find speed exhilarating?
Not if you're way over the limit.
I'm well under 50.
This is a built-up area.
Beautifully built up.
Now you're over 70.
But not a policeman in sight.
Well, actually, here is my card.
Metropolitan Police, eh? Nice photo. Could be on the front of Vogue.
100 miles an hour, you are booked.
I'll be finished around 10:30 tonight.
Then you're booked for 11:15. Oh, and, Mr. Temple.
Yes?
Don't bring a lawyer. I look forward to seeing you defend yourself.
Now, what would you like for pudding?
Nothing.
Mr. Enfield, being grumpy all the time isn't going to make anything better for you or for me.
Why shouldn't I be grumpy? I can't smile anyway. That stupid stroke took away half my smile. This side of my face doesn't move at all.
Man walks into a bar with a newt on his shoulder and says, "Pint of bitter and a whiskey for Tiny." "Why'd you call him Tiny?" asks the barman. And the man says, "Because he's minute."
Minute. Oh, minute.
Now look in the mirror. See, you're smiling on both sides of your face, aren't you?
But I don't understand.
You've got a motor neuron defect from your stroke, haven't you?
So they tell me.
Well, it's clearly an upper motor neuron defect. If it were lower, say you got Bell's palsy, that side of your face would stay frozen.
Yeah.
As it is, jokes can make you smile involuntarily. You'll never be able to make yourself grin, but any decent gag will light you up same as ever. So for goodness sake, don't get so grumpy you lose your sense of humour.
That's amazing.
It's not that uncommon.
I'll have some ice cream. Chocolate chip. Minute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
Boss, I'm just sampling one of the specials of the day. Miss Sadie Stern and her luscious lips.
Oh, yeah.
Right, well, can you turn her lips down a shade, please? Thank you. Thank you. So it's a Blue Movie Club.
Yeah, the video room upstairs. Pay to get in. And there's also personal services available on the premises. Sadie herself, I wouldn't wonder.
You didn't bust them and confiscate this?
No. Paolo happily sold me a couple.
It's quite a business he's got there.
A better one than his food. Got any Rennies?
So our dead bummeree spent a lot of time watching blue videos or paying for special services.
Looks that way. So, we can get Paolo on 3 counts. Immoral earnings, showing unclassified movies, and serving terrible food. Do we arrest him?
Certainly not. No, not yet, anyway.
Good Lord, how does she do that?
Yoga.
What?
The Cobra position's very good for flexibility in the lower back.
And Sadie must be related to the Maharishi Yogi.
Right. Okay, anything else come in?
Yeah, Mad Mickey didn't top himself.
I had a sneaking suspicion about that.
He was strangled, but not by the rope. Forensics found finger indentations. He was already dead when he was lobbed off the scaff. And the writing's good copy. But it's only that, a copy.
So maybe Mickey didn't kill Terence Johns after all, and we're looking for a double killer, presuming they are connected, which they must be.
What's the motive, though?
Good question. Terence Johns was a bit of a ladies' man and paid for sex as well, so it would appear did Mad Mickey. That's the only clear connection. Then there's this Blue Movie Club. Pornography is a highly lucrative business that might furnish motives for killings. Lawrence. There is a French lorry driver who slipped out of Paolo's when I was in there, about 30, short black hair, brown eyes, 5'9"-ish, dusty red bomber jacket. Find him.
What do you want with me?
I'm heading an inquiry into the deaths of 2 people. One of them used to work at the market as a porter. He also ate at the same cafe that you use. I was simply wondering if you might have noticed him with anyone, chatting, having lunch, whatever. This is his picture. Now, do you recognise him?
I'm not sure.
Just take your time. There's no hurry.
Possibly I've seen him in the cafe, huh? Or perhaps just at the market. Yes, I think working in the market.
I understand he was a keen cinema goer. Did he chat to you about any pictures he'd seen?
Pictures? Sorry. What pictures?
Oh, I don't know. Double Indemnity?
What is that?
A film about deception, lust, and murder.
Why would this man speak to me about this?
They are universal themes.
I don't understand.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Dufargue. That's all.
I can go?
Absolutely. Were you expecting to stay?
What medication are you on?
Tenormin.
Do you play snooker?
I beg your pardon?
Tenormin's a beta blocker. If you're a snooker player, it ought to improve your game.
What are you talking about?
You must have heard of professional players using it, illegally. Keep their heart rate low and their hands rock steady under pressure.
Oh, I see. I haven't played for years.
Perhaps you should take it up again. I know where we could go for a game.
You play snooker?
Little. I prefer pool.
Tables for that look too small for me.
You should try it sometime. Hang on. Hello, can I help you?
Hi, Sally. Just checking in. How are things?
Grumpy this morning. Pretty good now. Just onto a discussion about snooker, in fact.
Snooker? Right. Well, listen, I'll be home about 7, I hope. I'll get him to bed, then I'm off out again.
Fine, I'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Mr. Enfield? Mr. Enfield!
Whatever else, I'm sure that driver isn't just a punter at Paolo's Palace of Porky Delights.
He's a suspect, then?
Well, he's definitely suspicious. He's possibly a suspect. If we could directly link him with anything, if we could unearth a motive.
Seems unlikely to me.
He was jumpy.
Frightened of a bit of rumpy-pumpy becoming known where he might not want it to be. Maybe he's married.
Well, if his wife's in Paris or wherever, how's she going to hear about any indiscretions in EC1?
True.
He's willing as a Christian. Strike me blind if he isn't, says Bill Sykes to Nancy.
Oh, God. Charles Dickens Jr.'s back.
Sergeant, how nice to see you again. Could I introduce Henry Sinclair, our sponsor? Mr. Sinclair, Detective Sergeant Enfield of the Metropolitan Police.
Detective Superintendent, in fact.
Hello.
Very pleased to meet you. What brings you to this neck of the woods?
Murder, I'm afraid.
You were investigating those killings. I thought that would be in the hands of the City of London Police.
Well, they're working with us, but the investigation originally began in our area, so we stay at the helm, as it were.
Ah, well, I hope you wrap things up quickly. It's not very pleasant to think there may be some maniac operating around this area.
Mr. Sinclair's from the IBFF. They're our sponsor.
The IBFF?
You've not heard of us. I keep saying we must improve our public profile. The International Bank of First Finance.
What are your interest rates like? I'm sick of the way my bank keeps fleecing me.
Our rates are very competitive. At least a full point more attractive than the best the high street banks are offering.
Maybe I should move my account.
So you're sponsoring this Dickensian extravaganza?
Yes. Our head office is very close. We felt it a good idea to give a little back to the local community. And, albeit in a small way, we hope we may enhance our image at a time when most banks are badly perceived by the public.
Sounds perfect for everyone.
It would be if only everyone would learn their lines. The opening performance is in 2 days, and Fagin still can't remember the first scene.
I'm sure it'll be all right on the night.
We're having a drinks reception at that performance. It's mainly for customers of the bank, but you would be most welcome to attend.
Thank you. If I'm free, I will.
Mr. Enfield!
Sorry about the mess. I was trying to find the old sports pictures. Julie stacked the box up a bit too high. Afraid this has happened before.
Well, at least nothing's broken. Especially not you.
No, I'm fine. Oh, look. Here's my old football team. Yeah, green and white hoop shirts. You see that gangly nipper there? He went professional. Played for Crewe or someone. Makes you think, eh? Yeah, we had a team chant. Used to gee ourselves up with it before a game. The hoops are on the loose. We'll put you through the noose. A-I-A-D-O. The hoops are feeling spruce. Never did understand that.
Lovely lorry, Monsieur Dufargue. Un camion extraordinaire.
Vachement extraordinaire.
I love the cabs in these big trucks. Do you mind if I have a look?
Oh, please, help yourself.
Thanks. Oh, certainly a long way above the common herd, aren't you? Oh, it's very nice. Spotless, too. You work for a large company, Monsieur Dufault?
Not at all. I work for myself. This is my truck. My own. I pay for it, bit by bit, of course.
Of course, but they must be fabulously expensive.
They are.
The sort of thing that might make you want to earn some more money elsewhere.
I don't understand.
Oh, I think you do.
But really, I swear.
I think I'll have to ask you not to return to France this evening, Monsieur Dufault.
But my family. Listen. What I have done is very small.
Unless I know what it is, how can I be sure?
All right.
Boss, can I have a word?
Impeccable timing. Just a moment, Lawrence.
But boss, I'm sure
It'll keep, Lawrence. You saying?
I have problems with the money at home. To make a little more cash, I import videos. Nothing bad. You can buy all this legally in my country, but here I can get some extra money for it. I sell to people like the cafe man.
Just wait here, Mr. Dufault. I'll be back. All right, Lawrence, what is it?
We've got another body.
What?
Found in the Clark's Well.
Where?
The Clark's Well on Farringdon Lane. It's where the area gets its name from. The Brotherhood of the Clarks used to form a mystery
All right,
play.
thank you, Lawrence. I don't need a history lesson now. So that body's been found in as well?
Yeah.
And who is it?
Oh, we don't know yet. There's no idea on it.
Right. Well, let's get over there. I need to make a quick phone call on the way.
Home?
No, a restaurant. Cancelling a nice candlelit dinner for two. What was that?
Rockets.
What is going on here?
That was episode 2 of the Smithfield Murders. The part of Julie Enfield was played by Imelda Staunton. Dad by Geoffrey Matthews. D.S. Lawrence Evans, Ross Livingston. Sally, Jane Whittenshaw. Paolo, Ken, Sean Barrett. Joey Jones, Don McCorkindale. Stephen Temple, Dufargue, Gavin Muir. Sadie Stern, Linda Regan. Henry Sinclair, John Turner. And Benjamin Travis by Geoffrey Whitehead. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The Smithfield Murders was written by Nick Fisher and directed by Richard Wertley. Julie Enfield Investigates The Smithfield Murders by Nick Fisher, with Imelda Staunton as Julie Enfield. Episode 3, Chef's Special.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a dark and dangerous world of crime, bestiality, and violence. A world governed by death and by chaos, where the only certainty is uncertainty.
I'm at the Clark's Well. The body has been suspended by one ankle and is hanging downwards into the water. The head is just beneath the surface. There's no pulse. It would appear that death was caused by a head wound.
What the hell is that?
Kindergarten for homicidal maniacs.
Where's it coming from? Come on, let's get after it.
The wild pig was first domesticated in China sometime around 3000 BC. The poor beast has been much maligned ever since. Messy and unpleasant examples of the human population of the planet are often likened to it. But, in fact, given good surroundings, the pig is much cleaner, much more sociable, and much better behaved than many humans.
Stay close together. This is dangerous territory. Smithfield and Clerkenwell are seedbeds of violence and insurrection, of corruption and destitution, of all manner of infamy and vice. Here, sections of what we call civilization have run riot, and now live like animals.
It's away from the market, isn't it? Just.
Yeah, I agree. Cowcross Street, maybe?
Where Mad Mickey was found.
Yeah, that direction, anyway.
Hey, let's give it a go.
We denigrate the pig, but in fact, it's very similar to humans. Its skin is much the same as ours, to the extent that it's been used for skin grafts in severe burn cases, and many of its internal organs and systems are remarkably like the human model. If we've borrowed from the outside with its skin, we've also borrowed from the inside. Pigs' heart valves have frequently been used by doctors in cardiac surgery with great success. Pigs are man's friend. In some ways, it's double. And on top of all this, they are delicious.
There's signs of forced entry into the room housing the old well from Farringdon Lane. It's been very neatly done. I'm still awaiting the arrival of DSI Enfield and DS Lawrence. Can you confirm that they've been notified? Over.
It is, you know. It's come from the top of the scaffolding where Mickey's body was found.
Right then. Up we go.
Careful, Lawrence.
I've done a bit of rock climbing. This will be a toddler.
You might be Sherpa tending. I'm not referring to the climb. Just remember, 3 people have been killed.
I'll be careful.
Smithfield, all asmear with filth and fat and blood and foam. This is where animals were driven to from all over the country to be sold on open land outside the city of London. Indeed, this land was a huge, smooth field, which gradually came to be called Smithfield. A place, then, of almost indescribable chaos. Though luckily, there were those who eloquently penned the scene for us to savor.
The skin is black because it's been cured by being steeped in molasses. It's got a very strong, gutsy, smoky flavour to which the molasses have added a delicious sweetness. This is a much more interesting way of curing ham than simply by steeping it in brine.
What? There's a loudspeaker rigged up just here. That must be the sound source.
Not the source, Lawrence. It's simply the relay point. We'll find the source by following the connection leads.
No, we won't. There aren't any.
It doesn't make sense. Perhaps it does. Another speaker. And this one's connected. What is all this stuff doing here, though?
Boss, there's someone down the end.
Right. Come on.
Careful. They're carrying something. Might be a knife. It just caught the light.
Please! Hold it right where you are.
Wow! It's cadmium. Or is it lacing?
Drop that!
Can't I put it down gently? It's a microphone.
And there you have the classic British starter. Ham has been seriously neglected in our major restaurants. It's high time for a revival, because well reared and carefully cured, it provides a rich variety of tones with which to begin a meal. Of course, it begs the question, how do we follow it?
Our friend Travis, the tour guide, confirms it. She's Alex Wilde, sound operator for the community play. And he also confirms her address as 17B Brisket Mews, just off St John Street.
Thanks, Lawrence. Just hang on for 2 minutes. All right, Alex Wilde, you're free to go.
No life sentence. Demon.
But let's not have any more messing around like tonight, okay?
Like I said, I was only testing the system. I normally do the old 1212 number like everyone else, but the little piggy rhyme came to mind near the market. And that's what made me giggle. Not that it's very funny, really. Not if you're a vegetarian.
And you are.
Meat is murder, Detective Super Nintendo. You should be booking a lot of people on that case.
Yeah, okay. Just tell me one thing, Miss Wilde.
Miss Wilde? Alex.
When did you put the equipment up?
Oh, about 2 hours before the long arm of the law cyber-activated me.
Had you been on that scaffolding before?
Nope.
And when did you decide to use it for the community play?
Oh, 3 weeks ago, maybe 4.
But this was the first time you'd been out there?
Yeah. No point till close to the event.
Right, okay, that's all for now.
Happy hunting. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. Yeah.
Bit of a space cadet, eh? But she seems harmless enough.
Maybe. So, what do we know about our fresh corpse?
Not a lot. A local constable on routine duty spotted the damaged door to the building housing the old well. He went in and found the body. No wallet or other means of identification, but we're checking against missing persons.
Is there anything definite to make us think that this is the work of the same killer, or that it's connected with our investigation into Terence Johns and Mickey Matthews?
Quite the opposite, I'd say. Except that it would be a hell of a coincidence if they weren't connected.
Why quite the opposite?
Well, this looks like a professional hit, practically. He was shot in the head, close range. Hardly like the butcher's class that amounted to Johnsy's killing, or the bungled let's make it look like suicide number that was pulled on Mad Mickey. So, maybe it has nothing to do with the previous killings.
Yeah, but as you said, it'd be one hell of a big coincidence if it hasn't. I am impressed, Lawrence. But just one more thing. Why was he hanging upside down like that?
Someone's got a taste for the melodramatic.
Or how about someone was dunking him under the water trying to force him to talk?
About what?
Well, you get $64,000 for that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, good, thanks. Thanks, Ken. Listen, another question for you. I'm interested to hear about any liquid you may find in the latest victim's lungs. All right? Thanks. Bye. Well, we are keeping forensic busy. Some more info on our first two corpses.
Like what?
Like our accountant, Terence Johns, had traces of cocaine on his clothes. And Mad Mickey had enough alcohol in his system to sink the Navy.
Johns was a cocaine user.
His cleaning lady said he was a bit of a wild one, didn't she? And I was curious how someone had managed to strangle Mickey. He may have been past his prime, but I mean, do you think you could have subdued him with your bare hands?
I wouldn't have wanted to try.
Quite. Sounds like someone gave him a practically lethal amount to drink to render him more or less insensible before they strangled him.
So, it doesn't have to be someone strong.
Oh, it could have been Tinkerbell. Right. Organise divers to check the well, then get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. By then, we may know who our new victim is.
Picture Charles Dickens, striding through these streets, witnessing the foul goings-on, pondering the brutality of humankind, heaped together in these endless winding lanes and alleys, around this great pen of filth and barbarity.
I can't believe this. I really can't.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sinclair, but we managed to establish it is James Tranter. There was no wallet, but there was a theatre ticket that had been paid for by his credit card.
James was one of the friendliest members of staff in this bank. I simply cannot imagine anyone wanting to kill him, of all people. Why?
At present, we have yet to establish a motive, and that's why I wanted to chat to you. As general manager of the bank, I thought you might be able to help me.
Well, naturally, I'll help in absolutely any way that I can, but I'm afraid I can't really see that I'll be of much assistance.
Just to get one thing clear from the outset, you say he was well-liked. I take it you don't think his death could have had anything to do with someone here at the bank?
Good Lord, no. We're like a family here.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid families have a very poor record when one's discussing murder, Mr. Sinclair.
Well, no, but it's truly unthinkable. Please speak to any member of staff. You can, of course, have absolutely untrammeled access to them all. I'm positive you'll find the same high regard and affection for James from every single one of them.
You knew him well.
Indeed. As I say, the IBFF is like a family.
Did he seem at all worried about anything when you saw him last?
No, not remotely. He was his usual chirpy self.
He'd never been mixed up with anything untoward?
Good Lord, no. James was impeccable. He was committed to Christian, he didn't drink, he was engaged with... Oh, my God, poor Sandra.
Yes, I'm sorry. We have contacted her. What was his position here?
Well, he worked in our Treasury Department.
Oh, and what did that entail?
Well, pooling surplus deposits and subsequently investing them in secure assets, like government bonds and blue-chip stock.
Could he have been handling anything unusual?
The only unusual thing in his duties would, of late, have been liaising with the community play people. He was in charge of our sponsorship.
Of the Clerkenwell and Smithfield community play?
Yes. Typically, he threw himself into the thing wholeheartedly. But he was even going to play a minor role.
Not at all, I understand. I spent the evening preparing one of my talks instead.
One of your talks?
Well, a clutch of young would-be chefs and gifted amateurs. I like to stimulate debate on modern British cooking. Too many things have been overlooked for too long.
I know the feeling.
Oh, why not come along? Subject starters.
Sounds the perfect way to begin.
If you don't start well, even a tour de force dessert won't really salvage the situation.
It would always be worth a try.
Assuming the main dish has satisfied.
I'm sure you'd never slip up there. How about private tuition this evening?
It'll have to be early. I'm going to be very busy later. We're fully booked.
5 o'clock?
I'll set the timer.
I trust you know how to handle an hourglass.
Lovely afternoon, Sally.
Isn't it?
I used to come up here a lot, you know. There are wonderful things, London parks. And Regent's is still my favourite.
A real oasis of calm.
We always used to cross the road by the zoo and climb up Primrose Hill for the view. Of course, I won't be doing that anymore.
What do you mean?
Even if I improved a lot, that's a walk that's been beyond me for years. And there's no way I'm going to get up there in a wheelchair.
Says who?
You can't push me up there. You'd be the one with health problems if you tried.
You a betting man, Mr. Enfield.
Clarkswell. Bizarre place to die.
Indeed.
Apparently, this whole area used to be a place for taking the waters. Hard to believe now, but it was all pleasure gardens, spa, that kind of thing.
Not a lot of pleasure for James Tranter.
The historical angle might be interesting, huh?
How do you mean?
Well, it's so bizarre that I started to wonder if it might mean something.
How?
Remember Roberto Calvi, another banker, found hanging just down the road on the Blackfriars Bridge?
I do, so?
It was an open verdict, wasn't it? No one really knew what happened, but there was a lot of speculation that a Masonic lodge was behind things.
I'm listening.
Well, just around the corner from here is the old Priory of St. John. That's where the Knights Templar started out from. There's a big Masonic connection in this area. The old Sessions House on the green is a meeting place for them.
And?
Well, I was thinking that a killing like this might be part of some ritual, whose significance could only be grasped by someone in the know. So it might contain a warning or something.
Right. I can't see how that links up to our dead bummery or our coke-sniffing accountant.
Me neither. Maybe there was something ritualistic in their deaths. I mean, they were both hanging, too. John's from a meat hook and Mad Mickey from that scaffolding.
That's well spotted, if tenuous, but still it's definitely worth keeping in mind, as is the whole historical thing. And don't forget, James Tranter was working on this community play, Lark. Very keen on it, by all accounts.
Yeah, with that loony Benjamin Travis.
And indirectly with Alex Wilde.
But we don't have a link from either John's or Mickey to the old Tale of Two Dickens, do we?
Not yet, no.
So, where do we go from here?
I'm going to have a look at the local drug scene.
There's a drug scene around here?
Where have you been living, Lawrence? There's a lot of serious nightclubs in this area, and on top of that, we're close to the square mile.
What's the financial district got to do with narcotics?
There was so much of Columbia going up so many noses in the city after deregulation that it was the gents flew off the dealing room floors that became known as the powder room.
Bet you're pleased you didn't put a tenner on it.
That's a hell of a climb. You on steroids?
The only thing I'm on is willpower and determination, and I recommend them strongly.
Well, I never thought I'd see this view again.
It's beautiful and clear. You can see Greenwich easily.
Yeah, and the whole big mucky city.
I suppose it's changed a lot since you were young.
Well, the surface has. All them blocks in the city and the East End, and that post office tower.
It's not called the Post Office Tower anymore. British Telecom Tower nowadays.
Things change fast, eh? Too fast for me.
Yeah, I knew James Tranter. Not well, but I knew him.
Was his dealing in any way unusual?
You're kidding me. He was as straight as an Nullarbor railway. A real blue chip baby. Played it so safe I used to call him Chippy. Any dosh on commodities, he started shaking like a leaf. Once I saw him trading on the options market, and I swear he was praying.
I'd heard he was religious, but then religion sometimes produces odd effects. People will repress things and then suddenly let their hair down. He might have done that with money.
He wouldn't have risked 20p that the sun would go down at the end of the day.
What about women?
Is you a comedian?
Drugs?
You are a comedian. James Tranter, drugs, and Wimbledon are going to win the Premier. Listen, for me, it's a bottle of vintage champagne every night. Drown me sorrows if I've lost, celebrate if I've won. Now, I promise you, St. Tranter was on mineral water all the time, and it wasn't even sparkling. Hey, Jim. Yeah, I had a word with Merrill Lynch, Singapore, about those Taiwanese derivatives. Take a barge pole with you, is their advice. A very long barge pole.
Hey, whatever's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, looks that way.
Nothing to talk about. Sorry.
You will be if you don't tell me what this is about. I might just take the brake off and give you a gentle shove.
It's just that this is where I proposed to Janet.
There's nothing sloppy about remembering someone you loved.
50 years ago, that was. Half a century. But I can picture it clear as the day. Autumn. the war's over. There was such a feeling of optimism in the air. Now, maybe that's something that's changed.
You mean people don't feel optimistic anymore?
A lot don't, do they? But back then, well, everything was up for grabs. We thought we were going to set out a whole new stall, a brave new world that would be better. Yeah, simply that, better.
Divers found his wallet at the bottom of the well. Nothing mysterious after all. Simply fell out of his pocket while he was upside down.
Anything exciting in it?
Not unless you consider credit cards, 80 quid in wet notes and a picture of his fiancée especially stimulating.
No, not really.
Much more interesting is the fact that there was liquid in the lungs that could only have got there before death. So, it looks as if your notion that someone was trying to get him to talk could be right. But that's not all.
Oh, it feels like my birthday. What else?
We found the murder weapons for death number 1. A knife and a cleaver roughly hidden in a rubbish bin near Mickey's flat. His prints are all over them.
Right.
The blood matches Terence Johns.
So, at last, we're certain that Johns was killed by Mickey.
But then who killed Mickey and Tranter?
And was it the same person or persons?
Anything on the drugs angle?
No, not yet.
And basically, all we've got's a lot of squelching.
I'm sorry?
Squelching. It's what Johnny Rotten used to call sex.
Oh, how delicately evocative.
Squelching over Paolo's Cafe, both for real and on film, and squelching from Terence Johns with Miss Sayers and anyone he could pick up in a nightclub.
Thanks, Lawrence.
You're welcome. What for?
Well, first, I'd forgotten our French lorry driver who was supplying the videos. Let him go, but don't let him go anywhere near the cafe.
Shouldn't we tell Vice Squad?
Well, and have them trample all over our investigation for the sake of a few rather tame, tacky vids.
I wouldn't have called Sadie exactly tame.
Well, no Vice Squad. Not yet. Now, the other thing is nightclubs. See if Terence Johns had any memberships anywhere. Sayers said he went clubbing. Maybe there's a direct connection to the cocaine. I was already going to check a couple of places out from the drugs angle. That might help me to be a bit more specific.
I should think you're worn out.
No, it's invigorating. At least when the weather's nice.
Would you like a drink? A whiskey?
Beer will be nicer. I'll see what's in the fridge.
No, I'll get it.
Well, it's much easier for me.
I said I'll get it. I offered you a drink, and I'm going to serve it.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you. I've had a great day. You know, I was all for letting go a while back. I couldn't see anything about me getting worse and worse. And I'd spend all day thinking of nothing but. But today, well, I reckon if there's not much time, I'd better use it, eh?
And here's the kitchen.
Spotless.
I should hope so.
Lovely and quiet.
Yeah, at the moment, it'll be mayhem in 3 hours.
And what's tonight's star attraction?
The courgette and rosemary parcels accompanying the old Cumberland banger.
And mash?
Of course.
Very British.
Except that the sausage was first mentioned in the Odyssey.
It was?
A man beside a great fire has filled a stomach with fat and blood and turns it this way and that and is very eager to get it roasted.
Is he indeed?
Very eager.
How erudite.
I like the history as well as the actuality of food.
I have to confess, I prefer the taste.
Well, yes, there is always that.
Tell me, what's your idea of the perfect meal?
The perfect meal?
Why not take me through it, step by step?
Well, there's still nothing like this for a starter.
Appetizer?
Yes, with perhaps a couple of contrasting flavours.
Very palatable.
And then the first course would be something very delicate.
Yes?
A fresh, crisp salad, but with some warmth. Some deep-fried herbs, perhaps, nestling in the smoothness of a vinaigrette of aged balsamic vinegar and first-pressed olive oil.
Well, yes. That would do nicely as a light first course, at least.
Then for the main course.
Turn up the heat.
As high as possible.
And to create this dish, you need more space. Mustn't cramp your creative flow.
Certainly not.
Cordon bleu?
Well, British.
Splendid. I hope this is going to be something.
All this beef and big ripe tomatoes, that's all I need. All this beef and big ripe tomatoes, listen and take heed.
I like to travel and I like to roam.
What I got will bring you right back home.
You're looking well. Got a bit of colour in your cheeks for a change. Yeah. Suits you. I'd prefer to see you like that more often.
Well, I'll do what I can about that. So, you had a good day?
Yeah, Sally took me up Primrose Hill.
She pushed you up Primrose Hill?
Impressive, eh? I got a great view.
Right across town.
Yeah, across 50 years and more.
I don't follow.
Hey, you know how I used to play snooker?
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow I'm going to have a crack at the pool like they play nowadays.
You are? Where?
Wherever Sally takes me.
She's taking you somewhere to play pool?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. She's a nice girl, you know. Now, what we got for supper?
Well, something quick. I've got to work late tonight, back at Clerkenwell in Smithfield.
Won't it keep till tomorrow?
Well, the place I'm going is only open till about 4 or 5 a.m.
Techno and trance tonight, you know that?
Yeah.
It's your scene. Well, £10, please. Thank you. And we'll have to search.
Search me?
Of course. Hands in the air, please.
Oh, Enfield! What are you doing there?
Oh, hello, Alex. I'm sampling at the little nightlife.
You need to press her, Ben. No drugs or offensive weapons on the old Super Nintendo.
I'd appreciate it if you forgot who I am tonight, Alex.
Sister?
So you dance here a lot?
Nope. I work here a lot.
Oh, where? On the bar?
No, not on the bar. I'm a DJ. Come through. But you like the aloof. Real demon, this chap.
Don't admit your ears, please.
Not yet.
Not too wild about the wailing.
Sirens are going off all over Europe, Enfield.
I know, I hear rather a lot at work. How many people can this place hold?
Thousands or so. Great vibe, eh?
Certainly extraordinary.
So, what do you make of what I take to be your first brush with techno?
Well, I prefer a nice vocalist. Too loud to think against. We'll go somewhere quieter. This is like the 60s.
It's our chill-out zone, the ambient cafe. Would you like some E?
I beg your pardon?
Helps keep me awake. Do you want some?
I do hope you realise what you're saying to a police officer.
Yes. And?
You are offering me some E, as in ecstasy.
And now that would be silly of me. I'm offering you some E, as in espresso coffee.
Well, I'll save the caffeine till later. Tell me, are there a lot of drugs around here?
Why should I tell you something like that?
Because I'm investigating some murders, and murders aren't very nice things. I'd like to solve them.
Well, that can be a bit tough these days. I suppose you've got the old Sherlock Holmes view of things, eh? Everything can be rationally sorted. Trouble is, in this brave new world we inhabit, that's way out of date.
Meaning?
Certainty's a thing of the past. Chaos and uncertainty are all you can count on now.
Evening, ma'am. You working late?
Oh, just investigating the local ambient soundscape.
Sorry, ma'am.
Nothing. Oh, all quiet around the market?
At the moment, a little while yet before they start unloading.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. I'm counting on local knowledge. Yes, can I cut through this way?
Yes, past the deep freezes. It's a bit dark. There's a circuit out or something. Careful you don't trip over any of the builders' stuff.
Hello? Hello, is someone there? Hello? Is it the police? Is someone in here? Let me out. Can you let me out of here, please? Turn that off. I will freeze to death. Turn it off. Hello? Hello? Oh, my God.
That was episode 3 of the Smithfield Murders. The part of Julie Enfield was played by Imelda Staunton. Dad by Geoffrey Matthews. D.S. Lawrence Evans, Ross Livingston. Sally, Jane Whittenshaw. Alex Wilde, Deborah Berlin. Stephen Temple, Gavin Muir. Henry Sinclair, John Turner. And Benjamin Travis by Geoffrey Whitehead. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The Smithfield Murders was written by Nick Fisher and directed by Richard Wortley. Julie Enfield Investigates The Smithfield Murders by Nick Fisher, with Imelda Staunton as Julie Enfield. Episode 4, A Mushroom Diet.
Welcome to the haunted dance hall. Step inside. Step inside.
Let me out! I'll freeze to death in here. How long do you have before? Please let me out of here! Keep moving, Julie. Come on. Keep moving. Don't stand still. Stand still.
Hello, yes. I want to report a robbery in progress. I've just seen a man force a window and enter a flat opposite where I live in Clerkenwell Close. He's still in there.
Don't speak to me now, I can't bear it. I'm 54-year-old come tomorrow, and of course in my time in this valley of tears, I've had my allowance of sorrow. I've burned 3 wives, but that's nothing. I mean, nothing at all in comparison. That's simply wonderful, love. To the high-pressure burst of violet-like feelings that now is my bosom a Harrison. To think that old Smithfield's done up. But the days of its glory is over, as Miss Carrowell sings at the concerts in our beautiful song, The Disconsolate Drover.
Roger. We estimate 3 minutes to reach Clerkenwell Close from the flat that the late Terence John to apprehend the intruder reported there. Over.
Come on, Julie. You want a meal with Stephen again. You want to talk with him again. You want to sleep with him again. You want to be with him again. You want to be with him again. You want to be...
As Miss Carrowell sings at the concert.
Yes. A touch of the poetics might be nice before we launch into Pip's reflections on filth and fat and blood and home. Or before Oliver's led through Smithfield by the Artful Dodgers. Some sound effects might be nice, too. Perhaps a fanfare. Alex! Has anyone seen Alex Wilde? Never here when you want her.
Step inside. Do step inside.
There's no one on the premises now. There must have been a lookout who spotted us arriving. The intruder was clearly searching for something. The carpet has even been ripped up in the bedroom, but the living room hasn't been touched.
Keep moving. Keep moving, Julie. Don't stop. Can't stop. Don't stop. Can't stop. Let me out of here. Don't stop. Can't stop. Don't stop. Don't.
Mum? Are you all right?
Oh, thank God. Still not quite there. If I could sample something that said, death, slaughter, meat is murder, then we'd be getting somewhere.
We'll get you warmed up in the office in no time, Mum.
Thanks. Not too bad. Just getting out makes a hell of a difference.
Yeah, it's lucky I was passing. That's the quiet part of the market at the moment. None of those stalls are in use just now. I was surprised the deep freeze was even on. Excuse me, sir. Oh, sorry.
Stephen.
Julie. Are you okay?
I'll explain later. Listen, can we go to your place, please?
Well, of course.
Thank you, Constable. I'll be fine now.
How do you like your brandy?
In a glass. Thanks.
And how are you feeling?
A lot better.
So, what happened?
I heard a noise. I stepped inside one of those big walk-in freezers and someone slammed the door behind me.
Wait, you don't mean you think someone did that on purpose?
Yes, I do.
But it could have simply swung to, surely.
It's a highly intelligent door, then.
What?
It locked itself.
But who would want to... well, kill you?
No one, necessarily. Perhaps they simply wanted me out of the way and didn't much care if they killed me in the process. Or maybe they just want to frighten me. What were you doing in the market at that hour?
Well, I was just buying some meat. For the restaurant. I know, most mornings bright and early. Or at least early.
You name it, we've done it, boss. Carpets, floorboards, the lot.
I can't believe they hit lucky and found it, whatever it was. Sounds like our boys responded too fast for that. What could Terence Johns have hidden? It wasn't information.
How do we know that?
Because they didn't even take the covers off his computer or touch his disks. But judging by the way they were searching before they were disturbed, they could have been after something quite small. A small hiding place. Oh, that's an interesting scratch. Did you try the socket?
No.
Right. Let's try this one, shall we? You've got a penknife or something?
Here, don't electrocute yourself.
Well, don't worry about me. I've cheated death once already before breakfast. At that. Okay. Well.
What is it?
A key. Now, why would Terence Johns, accountant, deceased, hide a key in an electric socket unless it opens something very important?
Keys like that only open one kind of door.
The next train to depart from platform 7 will be the delayed 1432 service to Taberton, calling at Hetley, Morton Wells, and Taberton Central.
How nice to be back.
26. Here we go. Yep, this is the one.
Now, do we think that's an overnight bag packed for an emergency stopover in Tunbridge? Or do we think it might contain something more interesting than Terence Johns' toothbrush and fresh underwear?
Well, if it's underwear, he likes chainmail long johns. Never knew he was a millionaire, did we? Perhaps he wasn't taking, but dealing cocaine.
Eminently possible. But if he was dealing and making all that money, why would anyone have known he kept it as cash? Why wouldn't they have supposed he got a bank account? And why did our dead bummery, Mad Mickey, kill him? Mickey was hardly the coke-sniffing type, was he?
Right, could have been on someone's payroll.
Like whose?
Like a rival drug outfit who wanted Johns out the game. Maybe he'd been nicking their clients.
Then who killed Mickey?
The same outfit. Maybe they were worried he'd spill the beans. Remember, he was coming in to see us.
But how could that connect with Trunter?
No idea. He sounds clean.
Even a bit too clean, perhaps. Maybe we should concentrate on him. There might be a link via the bank.
You think the IBFF's involved in these murders?
I suppose anything's possible. No, that isn't what I meant. I was wondering if there might be a more direct connection. Johns was an accountant, after all. What I still don't understand is the amateurism of our first two killings, followed by the professional-looking hit on Trunter.
But don't discount my idea on the ritualistic Masonic angle, what I call the Roberto Calvi factor.
Lawrence, I don't discount anything, not even your most outre ideas.
Thanks, boss. What's outre mean?
Usual civil fine, everyone. Oi, what are you doing there?
Who, me?
Well, who else is there? The invisible man? What are you up to?
Nothing.
And what are you staring at?
Just you. Cutting up those poor little lambs.
Oh, you're not one of the cuddly tendency.
What does that mean?
Open-toed lentil brigade, vegetarian.
What if I was?
When are you going to protest on behalf of the crabs and lobsters, eh? Never, because they ain't got the big round eyes you fall for, have they?
Are you happy in your work?
Completely.
What's going on here?
It's just passing. Having a friendly word with Bernard Manning. See ya.
Oh, what was that all about?
Nothing of any importance, Superintendent.
Do you know Alex Wilde?
Wild? Could do with a bit of taming then, eh? Just spouted some animal liberation rubbish.
What was she doing here?
Well, you tell me. She was messing about at the bottom of that staircase near my deep freeze.
Where does that lead?
Well, nowhere much. Old rooms on the top level where we used to settle accounts back in the days when we were really busy. They're all disused now.
Oh, I see.
They'll be turning them into office space next.
Can you reach?
Yeah.
Right, you break. Now, if the spot ball goes down, you're spot and I'm stripe. If the
Yeah.
stripe goes down, then you're stripe and I'm spot. You've got to sink all your balls and then finish on the black.
Just like snooker, only not.
Exactly.
The table's ridiculously small.
And that should make it easier for you then.
Oh, I don't know about that. But here goes.
You know, I shouldn't divulge information about clients. There are secrecy laws.
There are also laws against murder, and I'm trying to find out who killed your employee.
Of course. I'm sorry. What was the name again?
Terence Johns. He was an accountant.
Let's see. Johns. Terence. No, I can't hear.
It was always a long shot. Tell me, what might there be within his work that could have brought James Tranter into contact with either Terence Johns or Mickey Matthews at the market?
Well, absolutely nothing. Although, as you know, he did have contact with the local community through the play. Not that I know if either Johns or Matthews was involved in that.
Could you tell me a little about the bank itself, then? Perhaps something there might help me.
Joey?
Yeah?
You've been upstairs?
No? Why?
Why's that door open? It's been shut as long as I can remember.
Oh, no idea. There's nothing up there anyway.
Suppose not, but maybe I'll just check.
All right. Well, don't be all day, Rachel. There's a fair bit to finish off. Oh, and don't forget, we've got to get done by 2 o'clock.
I won't be long. Well done.
Not bad, eh?
I'm glad we didn't have a bet on it.
What can I get you to drink?
My round.
Nonsense.
It is, and I'm getting it. What do you want?
Trouble with you women today, just like Julie, is you won't do what you're told.
Good thing, too. And?
Half a Guinness, please.
Hi there. Do you want going?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, come on. Why not?
Well, all right.
Spin for Brennan. Cool.
We are like hundreds of other smaller banks.
Smaller meaning?
We have some 250 branches worldwide with company assets of 10 billion.
Hardly sounds small to me.
For a private individual, it wouldn't be. But for a bank, it's a very different matter.
And you operate like any bank?
Absolutely. The scale is simply smaller. Though, in fact, our individual customers often tend to be larger.
Well, I don't follow.
We have a lot of HNWs.
HNWs?
High net worth. They like the bank's image. I can't divulge names, but we have several royals banking with us, particularly from certain oil-rich states. But at the same time, we have a host of small depositors who are just as important to us.
Now, you told me before that James Tranter was in your Treasury Department, putting surplus deposits into blue-chip investments and the like.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, well, I spoke to someone the other day who told me that he'd seen James Tranter dealing on the futures and options market.
Well, I suppose that's possible. We do allow a small amount of such trading.
Could you check for me?
Hello? Hello, is there someone here? Hello?
Gordon, this is Detective Superintendent Enfield.
Good afternoon.
She's leading the inquiry into James's murder. We're trying to find out if he could have been dealing in anything volatile on the futures or options markets.
No. Why would he?
Well, there's a dealer who says he was, you see.
Well, I suppose he might have handled a little of the Pacific Rim traffic.
Meaning?
Now, half of 1% of our pooled surplus is invested on Pacific Rim futures. I could check if James handled some of that recently.
No, that's not necessary. He probably did, and that's fine. I simply wanted to clear up any possible discrepancy between what you know of his work and what I was told elsewhere, but that's all okay now. Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Hello? Hello, is someone there? Hello? Oh, you startled me. I thought I was alone. Why'd you look at me like that?
You've been watched. Every word you said was heard.
But I've done nothing wrong, I swear.
That's not what I've heard.
Those people I spoke to offered to take me to another country, that's all. To leave this violence behind. It's never too late to repent.
And it's never too early to die.
No! No! Oh, no! Please, I beg you, no!
No. You don't kill someone like that, Joey. There's a mark on the floor. Look. You hit that with your stick. Meanwhile, Rachel, you make sure your head's next to the mark and not on top of it.
Don't worry, it won't be anywhere near it.
No, it's got to be near it or it won't look real.
But this ain't real. It's a play.
But it has to give the illusion of reality.
Well, how can it? Everyone knows that Bill Sykes murdering Nancy is from Oliver Twist, and that's fiction.
God help me.
Hi, Meatloaf. How's it going?
What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing much. Just the sound for this mega production.
You two take a break. We'll get back to the pool of gore quivering in the sunlight in a minute.
Okay, come on, let's
Oh, amateurs.
Don't you get carried away with that stick, Joey.
Don't worry. It's all under control. Did you find anything upstairs earlier?
Oh, not a thing. So quiet. It's really spooky. But nothing more. Why'd you ask?
Well, just seeing that kid operating the sound reminded me of it. She was messing about near that old staircase. Maybe she'd been up there.
All right, Alex, let's have it. Alex? Oh, first performance tomorrow. I can't even get a decent clap. My God!
How was that? Demon or what?
Couple of things for you, Lawrence. First, take someone from Market Police with you and have a quick look round the upper tier of Smithfields.
What am I looking for?
Well, no idea, but also book me a meeting with someone from the fraud squad or a square mile insider with a lot of banking knowledge.
What are you looking for?
I've no idea there either.
Oh, looks like we're getting on top of this investigation at last, then.
To be chef, if the main dish would just lay itself out there, please.
Like so.
What a prime cut of beef.
Well, actually, pork's closer to humans.
Beef, I said, and the chef isn't about to take any lip from the meat. Though, of course, she may give some. How do you find wine enlivens the source of meat dishes, don't you?
Oh, a nice room temperature. Bordeaux's best with red meat, you know.
Yes, but champagne goes.
Oh.
With absolutely
Well, if you put it like that.
Oh. I do. I like mixing heat and cold in my recipes, and luckily I have a mango sorbet with me.
Mango sorbet?
A litre.
Oh. What's the hot part of this dish?
You. Very, very, very hot.
Oh.
But don't boil over. Just gentle simmer is what I want. And you know they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Yes. Through, not on. Oh!
Don't you dare think of dieting.
You ever seen 1.5 weeks?
But you did catch Sadie's tones. Luscious lips a couple of days back. For dessert, I was pondering pureed fruit of the forbidden tree.
I think I'll need a cold shower between courses.
What are we looking for?
I don't know. Just anything out of the ordinary.
Well, these rooms haven't been used for years. Time was when it was really busy. All the accounts were handled up here then.
Lot of space.
Yeah. Oh, you should have seen it in its heyday. Marvellous it was. Shadow of that now.
What was that?
What?
That.
It was just the breeze moving some meat hooks, wasn't it?
Is that you, Julie?
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right. I haven't been in long myself. You're looking at the pool champion of the Lamb and Flag.
For what?
I went in the place could beat me. I made a packet.
You were betting on pool games?
Yeah, spices it up.
Have you been drinking?
Just the odd half a stout.
Well, this is hardly what I expected when I hired Sally, but great. Now, listen.
Yeah.
I've got something lined up for you tomorrow. It's the first performance of the Clark and Wellens Smithfield community play. And there's a drinks reception with the sponsors, which I have been invited to, and they said you would be most welcome to join me.
Well, that's very nice, but I'm sorry I can't come.
Can't? Why not?
I've got something else on.
What?
Oh, I don't know. Sally's taking me out again. She said it was going to be a surprise.
I thought you'd like to come out with me. All right. Whatever you want.
So, exactly how may I help?
Well, as I'm told you're an expert on the ins and outs of international banking, Mr. Johnson, I'd like to know a bit about your feelings on the International Bank of First Finance.
My feelings or my knowledge?
Well, let's say your feelings based on your knowledge, shall we?
All right. Well, let's start with its registration. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know anything at all about the IBFF.
Well, it's registered in two places, Luxembourg and the Cayman Islands, and that's quite interesting for a start.
Why?
Well, they're both noted for the secrecy of their banking laws. That's what makes them attractive to companies and investors. They know it's going to be very difficult for an investigator to penetrate their affairs.
Now, Luxembourg's a sovereign state, isn't it? So who's in charge of the Cayman Islands?
Well, we are. The governor's appointed by the Foreign Office, and the Queen's birthday is the most important event in the island's calendar. The Union Jack confers stability on top of the secrecy.
Why is the secrecy so important?
Well, offshore banking is a very large business, and that's where 60% of the world's money now resides. And $600 billion of it passes through the Caymans each year. A lot of people don't want that money traced. Apart from anything else, a good deal of it's being laundered.
On British territory?
Try taking it up with the Foreign Office.
Are you suggesting the IBFF is handling hot money?
Given where it's registered, I'd be amazed if it wasn't.
That could apply to dozens of banks. What do you know specifically about the IBFF?
Well, strictly off the record, I think they could be in a spot of bother. I can't prove it, but I think they've taken a bigger hammering than they can stand on the futures and options market.
But that only accounts for 0.5% of their surplus investment pool. I mean, the rest is in blue chip and the like.
I thought you knew nothing about the IBFF.
It's just a little something I happen to pick up.
Well, in theory, they only gamble with 0.5%, but the reality may be somewhat different. They took some heavy losses on the Pacific Rim recently and then made the classic gambler's mistake of doubling and redoubling to try and win the money back.
Surely they couldn't hide something that big.
But this is when we return to the subject of their registration. On paper, they're fine. But the trail that investigators really need to follow can't be followed, so they would look fine, wouldn't they? Anyone investigating the IBFF finds themselves on a mushroom diet.
A mushroom diet?
Yeah. Kept in the dark and fed nothing but shit.
Just the names or the business details, sir?
Everything. Every single client of Terence John's.
Right. There you go.
Thanks. So, anything to report from the market?
Not really.
Not really? What does that mean?
Market police took me all over. I didn't know what we were meant to be looking for, but we certainly didn't spot anything odd. There's practically nothing up there anyway. There were no signs of forced entry either. We checked all the windows. But there was... I don't know. I just had this feeling we were being watched or something. Stupid.
Well, I suppose that's...
What is it?
Nothing. Stephen Temple, chef and owner of the Smokehouse restaurant in St. John Street, was a client of Terence John's.
Yeah. Johns did the restaurant's books, as I recall. Oh, you mean there's a link between him and the market? He'd buy his stuff there, wouldn't he? So he's a possible connection between the first two murders. He might even be a suspect if he banks at the IBFF.
He does. I've seen his paying in book.
Filth and fat and blood and foam indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Pip and Dickens were only too right.
Enjoying it?
Highly entertaining.
Travis is a real eccentric, but he's a good narrator. Knows this area like the back of his hand.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
Oh, time for a quick glass of wine. Hospitality is always useful at these dues. We can keep them with us during the next scene, which is the death of Nancy from Oliver Twist. Red or white?
White, please.
Right. Any further news on James's killing?
Sorry, nothing definite.
But I take it you have certain lines of inquiry. You can't be totally in the dark.
No, we're not totally in the dark.
There you are.
Thank you. Cheers.
I can't tell you how much I want to see whoever's responsible behind bars for a very long time. I went to see his fiancée last night. She's still horribly distraught.
Oh, I can imagine.
Here we go. Nancy and Bill Sykes.
You startled me. I thought I was alone. Why'd you look at me like that?
You've been watched, Nancy. Every word you said was heard.
But I've done nothing wrong, I swear.
That's not what I've heard.
Joe Jones isn't a bad actor, is he?
Well, those people I spoke to offered to take me to another country, that's all. To leave this violence behind. It's never too late to repent.
And it's never too early to die.
No, Bill, no! No!
Ow, that was a bit realistic.
And there was the body. Mere flesh and blood, no more. But such flesh and so much blood. Oh, come on, Alexander. Sound kill.
Oh, a small technical hitch, I think.
So, where are we going to do it then?
Doesn't matter.
Best if it's nice and visible. I mean, we're meant to be making an example of. So the body ought to be obvious.
What in God's name is that?
Yeah. We're going to try and get the money again.
It's too dangerous. Let's just worry about the killing.
Where's the sound tape operated from?
Well, it's set up just through there, I believe.
Excuse me. Who the hell are you? And where is Alex Wilde?
No one knows. That's why I'm operating the sound. But look, I don't understand. What's on the tape? I thought I was going to play something really dramatic.
You did. You most certainly did.
That was episode 4 of the Smithfield Murders. The part of Julie Enfield was played by Imelda Staunton. Dad by Geoffrey Matthews. D.S. Lawrence Evans, Ross Livingston. Sally, Jane Whittenshaw. Alex Wilde, Deborah Berlin. Rachel Jones, Gilly Bond. Voice 1, David Collings. Voice 2, John Hartley. Johnson, Jonathan Keeble. Joey Jones, Don McCorkindale. Stephen Temple, Gavin Muir. Gordon Richards, David Timpson. Henry Sinclair, John Turner. And Benjamin Travis by Geoffrey Whitehead. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The Smithfield Murders was written by Nick Fisher and directed by Richard Wortley. Julie Enfield Investigates The Smithfield Murders by Nick Fisher, with Imelda Staunton as Julie Enfield. Episode 5, A Passion for Hunting Something.
So, where are we going to do it?
Does it matter?
Oh, it's best if it's nice and visible. We're meant to be making an example of him. So the body ought to be obvious.
Let us move on, ladies and gentlemen, away from the stench and decay of the market. Let us move on via St. John's Lane and Jerusalem Alley to a most infamous location.
Are we going to try and get the money again? It's too dangerous. Let's just worry about the killing.
And that came out instead of a clap of thunder.
Even Bill Sykes bludgeoning Nancy to death took a back seat.
And Alex Wilde is in charge of sound for the play, but she's missing. You think she's going to turn up as another victim?
Oh, she strikes me as being anything but a victim. I've got a feeling this is her doing.
Yeah, well, if it's a joke of some sort, I can't quite get the punchline.
Well, it could be a joke if she's capable of it. All that messing around with little piggies going to market, you remember?
Yeah, I ruined a good pair of chinos on that scaffolding.
Then again, maybe it isn't a joke at all. But if not, who do those voices belong to?
They were just emerging from a narrow court not far from the open square in Clerkenwell, which is yet called, by some strange perversion of terms, the Green, when the Artful Dodger made a sudden stop.
What's the matter, Dodger?
Do you see that cove at the bookstall, Oliver?
The old gentleman over the way? Yeah.
A prime plant. He'll do.
Dodger, what are you doing? That's thieving.
At that moment, the gentleman, missing his handkerchief too late, turned round. Seeing Oliver scudding away, he naturally concluded him to be the depredator. Stop, thief!
Is there anything else on the tape?
Oh, footsteps, things crashing about, someone coughing like they're trying to remove a lung.
Someone's messing us about.
Well, I'm not so sure. If it is for real, why ever it's on the tape, the two voices would appear to belong to whoever ransacked John's flat looking for that money.
And who clearly aren't going to look again.
Not that there's anything to find now.
Not that they'd know we found it, though.
Whatever. If they're for real, who are they discussing? Who would they be lining up to kill as an example?
The restaurant is doing very nicely, but that's hardly what I want to talk to you about. Look, I made a mistake. Of that I'm now painfully aware. But that's in the past. It's finished. I don't want anything more to do with you. Do I make myself clear?
Stop, thief! There is a magic in the sound. The butcher throws down his tray, the baker his basket, the milkman his pail. Away they run, pell-mell, helter-skelter, slapdash. Stop, thief! There is a passion for hunting something, deeply implanted in the human breast.
Oh, Eric Cantona couldn't have done better.
I'm afraid he's got the edge on you as far as suspense goes, sir. Now.
TJ's must be paid better than DS's. She's got some pretty fancy equipment, eh?
Yeah, lots of tapes, too. Let's see what Alex has been listening to recently, shall we?
I've chopped down the spine to get it in two. That's it now. Now we quarter it, leaving one rib bone on the loin before trimming away
that's about Joe Jones.
Throat.
Of course, you're right, boss.
Then lay back the flesh and run the point of the knife
Lessons
between
in
the brisket
Butchery,
and the rib
Part
bones
2.
on the inside of the chest.
That's all very odd.
What was that? What?
What the hell's going on? That's Lee.
It's just the breeze moving some meat hooks, wasn't it?
That's when I was going through the upper tier of the market. I said it felt odd, like we were being watched or something.
Very intriguing. Let's try another, shall we?
Murder. Meat is murder.
Look, there's nothing further to say. Just leave. Go on, leave. The door's over there. I've still got all the meat to prepare for this evening. I haven't got time to talk. Just go, will you?
She's a vegetarian, and she's been pretty close to everything that's happened. She was even with me 5 minutes before I got locked in that deep freeze.
Well, you mean she could have followed you?
It's possible. But when I left her, she was almost taunting me about how hard it is to solve things rationally. What was it she said?
That chaos and uncertainty are all you can be sure of. What the hell are you doing in my flat?
All this on Clerkenwell Green, where insurrectionist marches began, where Lenin edited the revolutionary magazine Iskra, and where the Karl Marx Memorial Library still stands. This is a place where the anger of the dispossessed found focus and boiled over. Here, where silk handkerchiefs were picked from a pocket in Oliver Twist.
Yeah, they're my recordings.
So who do those two voices belong to?
I've no idea. I hadn't even heard them till just now. Look, all I did was rig up a couple of mics in Smithfields, one on the upper level.
Was that what you were up to when you had that spat with Joe Jones?
Yeah. And there was another mic behind a deep freeze.
You wouldn't have locked anyone in there a couple of nights ago by any chance?
Oh, give over. What do you take me for?
I really don't know yet. So what was the purpose of these microphones?
I wanted to record a bit of market life. The idea is to sample bits of that over a rhythm track in the club.
Meat is Murder, the dance hall classic.
It's not all drugs and irresponsibility, you know. There is some serious stuff going down.
And you're serious about what? Animal rights?
Why not?
How serious?
Enough to want to put a track together about it.
So how did this tape come to be used during the community play?
Well, Jill, who was operating the sound, obviously didn't look too closely at the labels. She simply got the tapes mixed up.
Oh, so you're saying you didn't deliberately engineer things so this was played?
Of course I didn't. Why would I want to do that?
Well, where were you when you should have been operating the show?
I had a call from the club. They had electrical problems they needed me to sort out. If you don't believe me, check with them.
Well, don't worry. I will. So, you have no knowledge who the voices belong to. They were simply picked up on a chance recording in the market.
Exactly. Now, is that all?
For the moment.
We'll send someone to deal with the door.
Thanks a bundle.
Think she's on the level?
Oh, on balance, yes. She wouldn't make all that up, would she? Listen, I've got to pop over to St. John Street to tidy up another possible angle, and then have a word with my financial expert. After that, I think we should take a closer look at the IBFF.
You want to talk to Sinclair?
Gordon Richards, who worked with Tranter. He sounded a bit, uncertain when I saw him at the bank the other day. Pull him in, but try not to let the world and his wife know about it.
I'm stealth personified.
Stephen? Stephen, are you here? Stephen? Stephen?
Julie, what are you doing here?
I need to ask you a couple of things.
What sort of things?
You knew Terence Johns?
Yes, he was my accountant. Not that I got to know him particularly well. Why do you ask?
Did you know Mickey Matthews?
Anyone who buys from the market did. But again, I didn't know him well.
Who do you bank with?
The IBFF. What is all this?
Do you know James Tranter?
No. He didn't deal with small accounts like mine. I was introduced once, but that's all.
So you'd met all three?
Yes.
Is there anything you know that connects them?
No. Yes, they're all dead. You can't think I have anything to do with that.
I'm sorry. It's my job to ask questions.
This is ridiculous. Look, Julie, I'm sorry, but this isn't a good time to talk. Can we leave this for the moment?
You feeling all right?
Fine, why?
Just that your hand's shaking.
It's tricky to get through the secrecy surrounding the IBFF, but I've found that their clients include some pretty strange people.
Meaning what, Mr. Johnson?
Some big players in the international arms trade bank with them, as do some drug barons.
Anything else?
Yes, indeed. Now, this was the result of a big search and a lot of luck. I doubt if the Bank of England knows this yet, so keep it close to your chest.
Okay, and?
I think another bank, called Banco Cadiz, also registered in both the Caymans and Luxembourg, is a hidden subsidiary of the IBFF. Let's say it's part of the bank, but that it's buried within it. Or to be more accurate, buried in a web of shell companies slightly outside it.
And what does that add up to?
Not a lot, if everything was tickety-boo.
But?
It's tickety-bad. Banco Cadiz hasn't any branches in England. They're in Panama, the US, Colombia, etc. And they're all shut. They've just been suspended by the authorities there.
Why?
Suspicion of fraud.
So what does that mean?
Well, if it's just Cadiz, not an awful lot. Nasty for investors, of course, but it's not big enough to cause any ripples beyond that. However, if I'm right about a link from Cadiz to the IBFF, and if the fraud continues there, then the consequences could be far-reaching.
What sums of money are we talking about? The sort people might kill for?
Over 100 million's the sort people would happily slaughter their grannies for, I'd say.
But where are we going?
I've already told you, it's a surprise.
But indoors or out? Do I need a coat?
You're fine as you are.
We'd better not be out for too long. There's not much warmth in this.
Look, don't expect me to tell you any more. I'm determined you won't know till you step through the door.
So, it's inside.
Oh, let's just get moving, shall we?
Why have you brought me in here like this?
Come on, Mr. Richards, you know very well.
Really, I've no idea.
Banco Cadiz, Mr. Richards. You know this organisation?
Well, I've heard of it, of course.
Of course, yes. And did you hear that they'd been suspended from trading?
Yes.
You know why?
Rumour has it that there might be fraud involved.
Rumour has it, does it? It's interesting to think about Banco Cadiz and the IBFF, and about the late James Tranter's futures and options dealings, wouldn't you agree?
I don't understand what you mean.
You do realise that those in the know on this are in line for some unpleasant charges.
I had nothing to do with any of it.
Any of what?
The cover-up of the losses.
Losses sustained by James Tranter?
And others in the Treasury Department. Well, they were gambling, basically. Trying to get profits to help Cadiz, which at that stage was still trading.
What do you know about Terence Johns?
He tried to make a huge cash deposit with us. Mr. Sinclair and James were suspicious of him.
You mean about where the cash came from?
No, they weren't worried about that. They simply didn't trust Johns. He seemed to know too much, and they wondered if he was trying to investigate the bank's affairs by becoming a sizable depositor.
So they refused the money?
Temporarily.
While they did what?
I've no idea. Really?
Did you ever come across Mickey Matthews?
No, I heard about his death, of course.
And what do you know about James Tranter's death?
Nothing. No one at the bank does. We're all very, very frightened.
It's been a while since I've been in a black cab.
Well, these new ones are good, the way you can get the wheelchair in and everything. At least some things in this country are improving.
Yeah, slap a red cross on the side, it'd be like an ambulance. Did you ever work in casualty when you were a nurse?
I should say.
Where?
Baths. before they shut that part down.
That's the one near Smithfield, isn't it?
That's right. I was there for quite a while. I loved that place. I did my training there. And I still know the area like the back of my hand.
So, we're still none the wiser on Tranter's death or on the circumstances surrounding Mickey's demise.
Or on what Johns was up to in the first place. Why was he trying to make a huge deposit with the IBFF?
Oh, I thought we knew. He was dealing cocaine. All that cash was profit.
Oh, I don't think we can buy that anymore. Because whatever else, the IBFF boys are shrewd when it comes to customers. They didn't trust Johns, and, well, they were probably right not to.
Well, he can't have been from the banking authorities, can he? I mean, we'd know by now if he was investigating for any kosher reason.
Yeah, I think we would.
Which means... I'm lost.
Well, there's a lot of loose ends. What if Sinclair hired Mad Mickey to rough Johns up to find out what he was up to? And what if Mickey went too far and killed Johns? And what if that meant Sinclair had to get rid of Mickey because he was too much of a loose cannon?
What if we went and asked Sinclair himself?
Bart's isn't far from here, is it?
No. Look, that's where the Clark's Well is. They used to perform a mystery play there.
Pretty mysterious spot for it.
In those days, it would have been green field all round. And the Fleet River flowing along the line of the Farringdon Road.
Hey, the river?
Under Holborn Viaduct down to the Thames.
It dried up with the greenhouse effect, did it?
No, it's still down there. It's part of London sewers now.
Yeah. You do know this area well.
Oh, yes. Very well indeed.
Oh, this is a bit flashy.
How to impress your HNWs.
HNWs?
High net worth, not us in other words.
Can I help you?
Detective Superintendent Enfield, Metropolitan Police, to see Mr. Sinclair.
I'm afraid Mr. Sinclair's just left the building.
Well, did he say when he'd be back?
No, in fact, he gave me the impression he wouldn't be back for some time.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure I should be telling you.
I am conducting a murder inquiry, not a game of Cluedo.
Well, he took all his computer disks, and then he asked me to wipe the remaining records. He was in too much of a rush to do it himself.
When did he leave?
Only a minute ago. He took the back lift to Charterhouse Lane.
Shit! He's doing the runner.
Almost there.
That's Bart's, isn't it?
Yep. Isn't it beautiful? It's been a hospital here since the 12th century. Been closed by vandals now, of course.
Vandals?
Well, what else would you call people who shut such a place? Could you stop here, please?
All right, love. This is where you're taking me?
Yes.
I don't want to go in a blooming hospital. I've had quite enough of them of late, thank you.
I promised you a surprise. Things may not be quite what they seem.
The market police saw Sinclair heading towards Bart's.
Right, let's get going.
Yeah, but I spoke to the city police. There's a huge trial at the Old Bailey and all the roads are closed.
So he can't have got out of the area that way.
But he's not in Bart's either, at least not according to security.
They can't have just disappeared.
What is the matter with me?
The rotunda.
The what?
The way into the underground car park between the market and Bart's. It's closed for building work at the moment. Should have brought torches.
There's a bit of a spill from up there.
Yeah.
And I've got a little light on my keyring. God, this is pretty huge, isn't it?
Yeah. They brought the meat in this way in the old days. It was linked into the underground system.
What is that? Music down here.
I recognise that. Alex Wilde.
Alex Wilde? What the hell is she up to?
No idea.
Murder.
Frightened, Lawrence?
No.
You should be. I am. Come on.
What's right over there?
Okay, careful. No unnecessary heroes to do anything stupid happening.
I have no plan to wind up on a mate hook, thanks.
Right, come out of it, then out. So we're coming at it from two directions.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Super Nintendo! What are you doing down there?
Much more to the point. What are you doing?
Setting up a rave for after the community play. All licensed and above board here. Permission granted, etc. Want to give me a hand?
Hardly. Right. They look in order. Have you seen anyone down here?
Not a soul.
That was, gun?
It wasn't A champagne cork. Get out of here, Alex.
Well, let me just tell you.
Get out now.
Okay.
Boss, is that another light? Looks like a torch over there.
Welcome to Bartholomew Fair.
What?
It's been revived recently. Of course, it's hardly the rowdy affair it was in Johnson's day.
What are the stalls for?
Just any stuff to raise funds for the campaign.
Well, it's nice enough, but this isn't really your idea of a surprise, is it?
No, that's still to come.
Must have gone through here. Watch it, that's all dodgy.
Where the hell is this leading us? What's that?
Tube train?
Of course. We're doubling back towards Farrington Station. Just now, careful, Lawrence. Keep away from the train. Are you frightened now?
No. This is why I joined the force. Not to fill out report forms on kids stealing chewing gum. What? Is that... Yes, there he is.
All right, Mr. Sinclair. You can stop right there. You are going nowhere.
Very accurately put. No. Don't move. Nor you. These things have a habit of going off.
A tea dance?
Didn't you ever go to the Waldorf?
I did, during the war.
Well, this isn't quite the Waldorf, but it's not a bad setting, is it? Those are original Hogarths up there. Now, tea and cream cakes?
So this is the surprise, is it?
What do you think?
Lovely. Fun.
Kneel down. Hands behind your head.
Listen, Mr. Balaclava.
That's right. Take your boss's advice, Sonny.
You too, Sinclair. Behind your head, I said.
Look, I don't know what this is about.
Oh, yes, you do.
Are you working for the late Terence Johns?
That coked up amateur, you're joking.
Who's employing you then?
Well, as they want this to be public knowledge and an example. There's a drug cartel who laundered about 100 million through Banco Cadiz in the States. They had a lot on deposit when the bank was frozen. Our employers can't get their money. Well, naturally, they want to know who's responsible for this state of affairs. They tried to find out by giving money to Johns to deposit with the IBFF, and when that didn't work, we had to dangle James Tranter over a well to find out that it's all down to Mr. Sinclair.
I don't know what you're talking about. We could get very bored hearing that. But there's been a terrible mistake. And you made it.
You killed James Tranter?
After we had persuaded him to give us the information we needed, yeah.
Why was Johns killed and Matthews?
Well, it's not our doing. Mr. Sinclair could tell you. Go on, Mr. Sinclair.
I don't know it.
Tell her.
Well, we hired Matthews to find out what Johns was up to. But Matthews went too far, probably trying to get his hands on the money he knew Johns had. Then he tried to blackmail us, saying he'd go to the authorities if we didn't pay him a ridiculous sum of money.
So you had him killed?
Yes.
And why did you try and kill me in that deep freeze?
That wasn't him.
It was you? But I didn't even know about you.
But you were too close for comfort. We couldn't take the risk. I mean, it didn't matter to us if you lived or not. But it did matter that you didn't see us.
A bit of a laugh, eh? Frozen pig. Someone saved your bacon.
But not yours, Mr. Sinclair.
No, listen. I can get you money.
Don't insult me. Right then.
Drop it! No, Lawrence!
Stupid little puppy. Bastard. Don't move.
As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted.
I promise I can get you lots of money. You name the sum and I swear I'll get it.
I thought I told you not to insult me, Mr. Sinclair. Well, they want an example. Kneecap him.
My pleasure.
No, don't!
No! Who are you people? You animals.
You'll never know. But less of the insults, Pop his neck on the line. I don't think he'll have the strength to move out of the way, but if he does, well, we'll just wait for the next one.
There we
So me next, is it? What have you got lined up? A bath of acid?
You don't frighten me easily, do you?
I wouldn't bet on it.
No, we're not killing you. I don't see the need. You can't identify us. We're a long step ahead of you lot, and that's how it's going to stay. You make mistakes. We don't. But while we move on, it just might be better if you slipped. Right. Let's be getting on then.
Your detective sergeant's going to be fine.
Oh, good.
The bullet just missed his heart. He was lucky there was a hospital so close.
Yes.
Do you expect to catch the people who did this and killed Mr. Sinclair?
Well, they were masked, so unfortunately, no, I don't. Things don't always get nice, tidy solutions. Can I go now?
Yes, but take it easy. That was a nasty knock.
Stephen? Stephen?
Julie. God, whatever's happened to your head?
It had an argument with a gun butt. Oh, God. Am I pleased to see you? Can I come through?
No, well, look, actually, perhaps we'd better go outside.
Stephen?
Who's that?
No one.
Stephen, who's there?
I'll be with you in a moment.
No, don't lie to me. What, who is it?
My wife.
You? Oh. So that's why you were so shifty when I saw you last night. And I thought you were trying to cover up something completely different.
Oh, Julie, there's some things I need to...
Your wife. And I thought... Have you any idea what I have to deal with at work all the time? People who lie and cheat.
Julie, please listen.
I don't want to
understand.
I don't understand. I have just seen my detective sergeant shot. I saw someone have their kneecaps blown away before they were tossed onto a tube train, and I thought I was going to be killed myself. And I come here to you.
All right, Julie.
No, I don't want to know, Stephen. I don't want even half another lie.
I had a smashing time there with Sally.
Great.
Yes, a wonderful place inside. And they had a good little band, too.
Oh, it sounds lovely.
Yeah, cheer up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a message for you on your answering machine.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Hello, Julie. This is Stephen.
Some mistake. It's not for me.
That was episode 5 of the Smithfield Murders. The part of Julie Enfield was played by Imelda Staunton. Dad by Geoffrey Matthews. D.S. Lawrence Evans, Ross Livingston. Sally, Jane Whittenshaw. Alex Wilde, Deborah Berlin. Rachel Jones, Gilly Bond. Voice 1, David Collings. Voice 2, John Hartley. Johnson, Jonathan Keeble. Joey Jones, Don McCorkindale. Stephen Temple, Gavin Muir. Gordon Richards, David Timpson. Henry Sinclair, John Turner. And Benjamin Travis by Jeffrey Whitehead. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Technical presentation by Richard Beedsmore, Alison Carter, and Hilary Carruthers. Production assistant, Jonathan Cook. The Smithfield Murders was written by Nick Fisher and directed by Richard Wortley.